Right, Manny Pacquiao, Lomachenko, fact or fiction? So, look, I'm going to break it down. We're going to go through it quick. I'm going to tell you everything that I know as of now. Okay, now maybe things have changed. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you what I think I've got it all. So, okay, look, the rumor started. Pacquiao, he appeared on a show. Okay, and the lady was interviewing him, talking about who he might fight next. The name Lomachenko came up. They were talking about who's the pound best, and I believe Pacquiao said he thinks that Loma is indeed pound for pound best. And then he said, yeah, and I might fight him, that kind of thing. Well, then the lady, she kind of pressed him a little bit, and I think there was a language barrier there, and Manny would just say, yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, and she would say, oh well, you are negotiating. I think he was just like agreeing with her, meaning yes, we've talked about it, but he shouldn't have said yes to every question that she threw his way. So there was just a lot of miscommunication there. But anyway, okay, so I thought, well, all right, so that's done. We put that to bed. Well, then, we hear Bob Arum talking about it, Freddie Roach talking about it. Then we also hear, negative comments coming out of Loma's camp. So Bob Arum, right here, Lomachenko will be having a fight that will probably be at 135 at the end of April, Arum said to the Las Vegas Review. So he's saying that Loma's going to go up to 135. Okay, Loma's dad right here says would then need to give him permission to fight Manny at 140 in the fall. Okay, that's a fight we'll hopefully might, put together Las Vegas or whatever. So, okay, you got Bob Arum saying, yeah, okay, Loma's going to be fighting in April at 135. Okay, so now, we're only 5 pounds apart because we all know Pacquiao is technically, naturally a light welterweight. He's a light welterweight that makes welterweight. He walks around at about 140, Now, the older he gets, I don't know if I believe that, but according to him, according to Freddie Roach, Pacquiao is naturally around 140. So it's not unrealistic for Pacquiao to go down and make that weight. And it's definitely not, too a stretch of the imagination for Loma to move up, okay? I mean, there's not a big separation here. People go, oh, so, you're talking about, 3 weight divisions. It's crazy, Well, no, wait a minute. We're not talking about 3 weight divisions. Right now we are, but, look ahead. Don't have tunnel vision, okay? We're talking about 5 pounds. We're talking about 1 weight division, 135 to 140. Okay, that's what we're really talking about. Now, Clemus here, okay? Loma's manager. He says right here, which, I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Manny is legendary and very respectful fighter, but he is non-active. He is done, and Loma won't take advantage of it, just beating a legend to get the name. Okay. We have a better route fighting active champions in our weight class. Stay tuned. You will see and say, wow. Okay. Now look, I'm not really digging the arrogant. I'm gonna call it what it is. Okay. The arrogance coming out of Loma's camp. I don't like it. Lately he said a lot of derogatory things towards Manny Pacquiao, that kind of thing, and other fighters as well. And it's kind of hard for me to think, okay, well, wait a minute. Okay, you're talking about fighting elite world class, Jason Sosa. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to really to read this and, to buy it, just to buy into it. Like, you're fighting guys like Jason Sosa, Martinez, right? So when I look at that, I'm thinking like, even an older Pacquiao is at least as competitive as Jason Sosa. Wouldn't you believe? I mean, if we took a poll right now, answer my question in the comment section. Do you believe, Jason Sosa is better than Manny Pacquiao? So the comment, I don't like it. Okay. Now, Freddie Roach, I'm not going to read the whole thing, just the important part here. Roach rather have Manny Pacquiao fight Lomachenko than Terrence Crawford. Okay. A lot of people, giving Pacquiao and Freddie Roach, a lot of heat for that comment, saying, well, wait a minute, so you won't fight Crawford, a guy, in your own division, but you'll fight a guy, 3 weight divisions apart, right? Although Rigondeaux, or Loma just fought Rigondeaux basically 3 divisions apart, or 2. Not to mention you have other guys like, Cotto fighting Saddam Ali. No one really cares. go back to Andre Ward fighting like Paul Smith, Sullivan Barrera, things like that, which that's a decent fight, but nobody really said anything. It's just, it's like selective criticism in the media, and especially with the hardcore fans, okay? It's like selective criticism, like it's okay for this guy to do it, but not this guy to do it, so I don't like that. But now, but an argument could be made that, you're ducking Crawford, but you'll fight, a smaller Loma, okay? Pacquiao said earlier this week that he wants to fight Lomachenko. Unfortunately for Pacquiao, Igas Klimas, which is his manager, Lomachenko's manager, doesn't think beating an aging, comparatively inactive Pacquiao would do much to enhance his fighter's reputation, especially since he'd have to move up more than one weight class to oppose Pacquiao. Now, again, they're talking about going to 135. Pacquiao said he'd like one tune-up fight at 140, and then maybe they could put together a Pacquiao-Loma fight at the end of 2018. It's a possibility, okay? It is a possibility, but I already know what, I can hear it now. He should be fighting Terrence Crawford. Fight your own division or retire, or he needs to retire anyway. Forget about, any division or whatever. He needs to retire. Okay. Now, right here, let me read this final part. It's probably the most important part of the video. Okay, the 39-year-old Pacquiao couldn't come all the way down to the lightweight limit of 135 pounds to battle the 29-year-old Lomachenko, but Roach, Pacquiao's longtime trainer, said the Filipino legend walks around at 138 pounds. Okay, he walks around at 138 pounds. Like I said, he is a natural light welter. Okay. And would welcome a fight against Loma at the junior welterweight limit of 140 for Roach. Quote, "I love the Lomachenko fight," right? Roach said, "I like that better because I'm already hearing so much about Terrence Crawford lately, and Terrence Crawford might be a little bit too big, too young, at this point, that kind of thing. So, Manny, all we need is a tune-up fight, and we'll go into the Lomachenko fight, no problemo," okay? No problemo. That's what Freddie Roach has to say about that, So, what do you think? It's a possibility. Look at their height, look at their reach. They're basically identical, comparatively speaking, it's a good matchup, for when you're looking at the physical, aspect of it. The only issue would be that, of course, Loma needs to move up, that kind of thing. Somebody's texting me, LOL, y'all some haters. But anyway, yeah, our Facebook boxing group, Counterpunch Boxing, okay, not the like page. Don't go to the LIKE like page. It's boring. I'm taking it down. Okay, come to our group, send a request. I will approve it. That's all you got to do. Just find the group, Counterpunch Boxing. There's a couple of them out there. Make sure it's ours. We got about 5,000 members right now, something like that, a little over 5,000. So, check it out, find us, and like I said, send your request and I will approve it. So, but I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. What do you think? Is he too big? Do you like it? Should Manny retire? And again, one of the questions I really want to know, look at Loma's opponents. Is Manny any better or any worse than the previous opponent?